Hi, I'm Arun Mathad, father of one child, husband of a superwoman, an IT consultant turned into passion, sales entrepreneur, and mind coach. My passion is I'm a travel freak and would like to meet new people and learn new cultures. Hello, everybody. Today's topic is fitness matters. It is very important for an entrepreneur to keep yourself fit. If you are fit and active, then you can give more productivity and more time for doing your extra work and increase your business to next level. If you want to be active all the time, you need to be a biohacker for yourself. You might be thinking, what is biohacker? Watch my video till the end. I will explain you and give you good tips for being a biohacker on your health. If you see 50 to 60 years back, people used to exercise their body a lot and not exercise their mind. That is, if you see the shepherds used to go for long walks with their cattle, and even the people used to go for long walks, go for trekking and other activities which in the natural environment. Nowadays, if you see, we exercise our mind to some extent, but we don't exercise our body. If body becomes lethargic, and you will be feeling sleepy or you will not feel productive all the time. To avoid that, what are the tips and strategies I would be giving out in this video? Everyone, let me ask you all a question. Everyone knows the date of birth. Do you also plan your date of death? I hardly see any entrepreneurs here decide the date of death. It is very important for yourself. You need to decide your date of death and you need to think for how many years I am going to live. On an average, a person can stay for more than 100 years, up to 180 years, or even 200. If you have the desire and vision to live for 180 years, you can easily achieve it. Let me give another example. For living up to 180 years, what all things you need to do? First is, you need to go for something called as God-made diet. In today's world, we get influenced by TV commercials and lot of ads in the newspaper, and we opt in for junk food, high sugars in the food, and we think that it is good for health because the ads suggest that it is good for your child, it is good for your, like if you see the example of Milo which is run on the TV ads, it is 40% sugar. And I have read on all the books on the diets and health, they all the healthicians they say that sugar is 10 times more dangerous than having a pack of cigars. If it is so, then you need to stop eating sugar. You need to stop eating all the processed foods out in the market which are being sold as an healthy meal. Instead, ask yourself a question whenever you see a plate of meal in front of you. Is this God made or man made? If it is God made, then you go for it. Like the fruits, the salads, the vegetables, all things which are God made are very good for health. If something is man made, you can avoid it. By doing this is one tip for you to live up to 180. Second is, you need to be a biohacker for your mind as well. Do you know that people use only 2% of their brain or mind for their entire life? Brain has that cognitive ability to store lot of information, to learn any new skill, and you can utilize that for you to grow up in your life. So what do you need to do as soon as you get up? I would suggest all the entrepreneurs out here who are watching my video to get into action and start joining the 5 a.m. club. For you to be successful, you need to at least get up very early in the morning, right from 4 o'clock or even 5 o'clock. A 20-minute brisk walk or involved in some kind of sports wherein your heart rate goes up, where you start sweating to some extent. After a 20 minutes walk or any kind of exercise, you need to do 20 minutes of meditation. By doing meditation, you increase your mind power and cognitive abilities. This is this I read in a book. For a successful entrepreneur, you need to do these things. After doing your meditation for 20 minutes, next the third thing you need to do is something called as process called as thinkitation. You must have all done your vision boards for the next 1 year or next 2 years. So daily on think on your vision. Am I progressing towards my vision? What all things I need to do to progress on my short term goals? What can I do today to learn something new? Can I learn something new or new topic? Can I produce a video today for this YouTube channel, or to grow up in the life to support my vision board? After thinkitation, it is very important for all of us to read a book for 15 minutes at least per day. By doing this, you increase your cognitive abilities as well as your mind, body, and soul will be at high power, so that and high energy you can achieve lot of abundance in life. Let me give you another example. If you want to live up to 180, you need to go for a diet, something called as Bulletproof diet. I read this by one of the famous authors called the Bulletproof diet. There's a book on David Ashrey, which he suggests that as soon as you get up in the morning, you can skip your breakfast and instead go for a bulletproof coffee. In America, many of the people are switching to a healthier lifestyle and they start up their day with a bulletproof coffee. And this coffee is not like the regular coffee which you have it in the mornings. It is a black coffee with some fat in it. That fat is grass fed. And for Indians, we have a very suggested fat which is called as ghee. You can put a little bit of ghee in your black tea or green tea, whatever you are having, or you can also put an unsalted grass fed butter in your tea. And then you need to put something called as bulletproof oil, octane oil, which is available in the Amazon market, or you can also avoid it. It is up to you how you want to take it up. If you feel that you can go ahead with a black tea or green tea with some 1 small teaspoon of ghee in it, go ahead and start up with your day with this bulletproof coffee. By doing this, you get satiety value and you don't even feel hungry, and your insulin levels and your blood sugar levels will be all at normal. And by doing this, you also reduce weight on a weekly basis. And then in the lunch, you have something called as bulletproof diet. If you search on Google bulletproof diet, you get a very good chart wherein you can switch to something called as God made food. And if you do this on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis, you can improve your health a lot better, and you can go for longevity to stay up till 180 years. The third hack which I want to give is, do not eat any kind of processed food. Always go for the natural made food which is available from the market. It could be from the farm as well. And by doing this, a famous nutritionist has told that what you eat is actually the medicine for your body. What you eat is how your body will look. It is not the supplements which you take. Supplements is something like which you would add, like it is an extra to your body. So he suggests never to take any kind of supplements for improving your health. If it is under medical subscription or a prescription, then it is fine, or suggested by a doctor, or you are having some medical deficiency, then it is okay. But for a normal person who is healthy, he should not go for supplements at all. Instead, get more protein and be on a keto diet. With the bulletproof diet, if you had to look, it is more of protein, because they say that the starch and carbohydrates release high amount of sugars in your body. And another important thing is you need to exercise your mind. By doing this process steps of going for 20 minutes walk, 20 minutes meditation, 20 minutes thinkitation, and reading a book for 15 minutes, this is what all the successful entrepreneurs across the world do. By doing this, you will be a biohacker for your body. and you can increase longevity and cognitive abilities by which you can easily live up to 180 years. If you see on Google, there's a place called Sardinia in Italy where an average person lives more than 100 years there. That is because of the natural living and natural lifestyle which they have adopted over the generations, and that city has been nominated for longevity, where the people can easily live up to more than 100 years. In today's technology, Google is working on an artificial intelligence technology wherein by 2030, 1 year gets added to every human's life, because by this technology you get an extra year to live. And you need to avoid the 4 killer diseases of today's lifestyle. The 4 killer diseases are diabetes, arthritis, cardiovascular diseases, and Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is natural loss of memory. As you get older, your memory loss will happen naturally. Then cardiovascular disease is nothing, all forms of cardiac arrest, your heart attacks. Diabetes is high amount of sugars if you consume in the form of processed food like Coke or even refined flour stuff, all the bakery products, and all there are a lot of things which are high amount of sugars and are also sold as healthy meals nowadays, like cereals, muesli. You need to avoid all that because there are 60 forms of sugar available in the current marketplace if you Google it. And if you look at the back of any kind of supermarket or processed food, they don't mention sugar, they add naturally added flavors. And if you look at those flavors, these are picked up from one of the 60 forms of sugar which are currently available or being processed, and they add it as naturally made stuff so that they can play with your human mind. So avoid all these kind of processed food and switch to a natural diet. By eating more natural diet and fiber, you will remain active. And believe me, I have been trying this for more than 2 months and I have improved my physique as well as my cognitive abilities by reading a book a day. And the another more important thing is I have also learned a technique where you can double your reading speed. On an average, if you see, we have been taught in our schools to read one word at a time and try to understand it behind it. And by doing this, our mind gets migrated to some other story which we have done it in the past, or we visualize some other things which we are going to do today or in the future. So to avoid this, if you improve your reading speed, or you can even double your reading speed, and by practicing this technique or reading a book for 15 minutes, you not only get the gist of what you are reading, and also you increase your reading speed to 3x times or 4x times. Learning is power, but using your mind and improving your speed, it is the more superpower. I am on a mission to inspire billion entrepreneurs across the world in terms of longevity and cognitive abilities. I have also written an ebook which is already there in the marketplace on how to improve your reading speed and your mind techniques. There are a lot of good strategies which I have mentioned on various human mind techniques. Let me give you another example. If you go in a conference where there are more than 300 or 400 people, and let's say you meet around 50 to 60 people, and you would obviously meet few people and you forget the names by end of this workshop or conference. But there is a simple strategy which is mentioned in my ebook. If you follow that, you can easily remember at least more than 100 names which you have met all the people in that particular day. It's a very simple hack, and if you do that and you practice it, you can easily remember a lot of people names. And if you believe me, and if you call that person name, he will be very much surprised that how I remember so many names even if I met him for 2 to 3 minutes. So these are simple hacks which I have mentioned in the book, and also I have mentioned about how to improve your reading speed by 2x, 3x levels. Today I am giving this book for a special discount. Whoever is watching my video, I am giving a $5 off coupon with a coupon code which is mentioned on the link below, and if you use that and you go to the link, and you can go ahead and purchase the ebook, which will be a great value addition for your cognitive abilities. And for longevity, you can always look at my this current video here, and there are simple tips and strategies which I have shared, and if you follow it, believe me, you will 10x your productivity and increase your business to next level. This is Arun Mathad signing off. Until we meet again, cheers, bye.